He's worried that a bailout will wind up enriching the Chinese and helping the Chinese government. He joins us tonight. Congressman, tell us what thanks for coming tonight. Tell us what your concern is and how you plan to address it.
Radisson hotels, AMC movie theaters, even the Waldorf Astoria in New York are controlled by China in essence. And I think we ought to restore every American worker and American small business before borrowing money from China so that we can then give it to China to then pay China back with interest after the Chinese virus. That seems like a foolish thing that a great nation would never do. I've introduced legislation to block bailouts to corporations that are controlled by China. It's so obvious I can't even believe it's not the law already.
They unleash a pandemic on the world. We wind up sending them tax dollars. Why would that be a controversial thing to propose?
Well, look, China has a lot of influence, and the companies that seek Chinese investment also have that influence. But this is a time that we can actually put America first, the needs of our people and our businesses. This should be the easiest time in the world to ensure that we are making reinvestment in the American economy and that we are not the world's fools by borrowing money from a country in the bond market, recycling it back to them, and then charging the next generation of Americans interest on that money. We cannot do that. Congress should include my No China Act in the ultimate relief package.
That seems very obvious. One quick thing before you go. According to Bloomberg reporter Stephen Dennis, there's a major roadblock to finishing the Senate's coronavirus bill. Democrats want Planned Parenthood and other abortion clinics to get bailout dollars. Obviously, they already received Medicaid funding. They're not at risk of going under. Why? I mean, is this real, for one thing? And
there's a never-ending list of there's a never-ending list of these virtue signaling items that the left is trying to tuck into this bill. Jim Clyburn, who is a leader in the Democratic House, said we ought to use the coronavirus as an opportunity to see through our vision for the country. Can we just, for a moment, take a pause in trying to socially engineer America and actually get resources in the hands of desperate Americans who are worried about how to buy food and clothing for their children?